Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Unfrequented world. Thanksgiving Monday. I've decided to head out to my dad's and check out the swamp that my neighbor was asking me to drone. So today's a good sunny day. We're going to put the drone up. We got about 3/4 of a mile up here to where the water starts. We'll see what we can drone if there's anything there. And then Kaylee and I are going to do a little hunt for some partridge. And we're going to walk up through there and just see if we can see anything out of the ordinary, strange, maybe get some sticks thrown at us, see if that happens. Just take a look. And this video, I guess, is for Mary Jane. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there is an old skidder trail here that I'm walking on. My dad's cutting his wood behind us there, but we're gonna walk up this skidder trail and eventually cut down to the swamp. Pretty thick in here still. Not much of a trail left now. This is probably from the 40s. But we'll try to get in here. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's thick as can be up here. The skidder trail really is non-existent. I don't even know where it went anymore. We're just kind of picking our way through the easiest spots we can. The swamp is down there behind the dog. So, I mean, hey, if I was a Squatch, I think I'd pick an easier spot to live than this to get around. Nobody ever comes up here anymore. This would actually be a prime spot. Now, over on Mary Jane's property, they have trails, actual roads cleared and things, so. And she hikes back in there, and if you missed the last video, she was telling me that she had sticks thrown at her the last time she was up in here. And she requested that I take the drone and come up here and do a bit of an investigation. So far, you know, we're over half a mile back here. I haven't noticed anything untowards. So we're halfway up the hill here. Very hard to look for tracks in this leaf litter. Very soft. But I do see right there where a deer or something has come along the side hill here. So you can see the odd track, but it's pretty hard to tell. Any of you guys ever hear a lycopodium? When I was a kid, this was a great source of income. This stuff right here, this is lyco. And you pick it. I don't want to pick that one because it takes a long time to grow and I'm not doing anything with it. We'll pick the smaller one here. And they have long roots on the bottom that they use for medicine, and the top is used for wreaths and other things like that. 33 cents a pound when I was a kid. So we used to get grain sacks and we'd pick that stuff for hours and hours and hours, my brother and I. Probably used to make about $8 to $10 an hour picking that. But you got to get a real good patch. This is just a tiny little bit here, but when we were kids we knew places in the forest that were just carpets of this stuff. For all you lyco pickers out there, you know, you take your grain bag and you throw it in the creek for 2 days. Let it dry out for half a day, then you bring it in, and when they weigh it, you get about half as much money again. I used to hunt up here a lot 25 years ago. Did a lot of bird hunting and deer hunting, but like I say, nobody comes up here anymore. Still beautiful up here. Dad's getting too old to come up here now. That's why nobody comes up here anymore. Lots of blowdowns up here. This is the most open I've seen here in about a mile of hiking, so. Well, there's a big old tree over there. Looks like could be a bear den. I don't know. Go check it out?
No.
No, not big enough to hold any bears I know of. Still a cool old little hollow there. Something could use that tree to live in for sure. I bet you there's some flying squirrels at the very least in there. So we're on the back side of the swamp. The swamp's way down in there. But what I wanted to show you guys is right here along this ridge. If we look here, you can see, well, I can see it, an animal trail right through here. The deer are using this right here along this ridge. They don't want to drop down into that low swamp, so they stay up here on top. So we're going to hike this trail because, like I've said before, all animals are going to use the same trails. Wherever it's easiest, clearest walking, any creature is going to use that. And another one. That is definitely a den. Probably a fox den in there. I'm surprised the dog wasn't sniffing right all around there, but yeah, definitely a den for something in there. Not a partridge to be found so far back here. We're hoping, that's why we brought the 22. We got one this morning. He hit the garage window, so we cleaned him up. So we're hoping to get a couple more for dinner. So right here on the garage window, you can see some feathers where he ran right into the window. Well, I will clean that guy and eat him. Why waste a nice grouse like that when I know he just ran into the window? And I'm going to be hunting them all fall, so this is number one. Well, if we look here, all of this has been broken. That's old, very old. Could be last year or even the year before, but every one of these is broken on this little brush snag here. Every one of them is broken. And that would be moose, I would think. This is the kind of stuff, the bigger stuff that the moose will break off when they're grazing, or when they're, sometimes when they're early rut and they just want to rattle their antlers. But that's been dead a long time. So seeing lots of sign of broken sticks and things, but it's all from grazing. Moose and deer. These again here are moose. Old stuff again. So we know there's lots of moose around here. Well, we did just put up a rabbit. He's got half a winter coat on. He's gray. So if I catch up to him, we'll have rabbit stew tonight. Well, we're quite a ways back here now, a couple of miles. We've come all the way around the swamp. I'll show you guys the drone footage. Keep in mind, we did drone this whole area before we walked in here. I always put the drone up first in hopes of catching something out in the swamp before we go in, and you know, something gets a chance to just hide and we walk by. It's very hard to see, very thick up in here. I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. No tree structures, no breaks, no footprints, nothing like that. Haven't heard anything. The dog hasn't gone crazy. So Mary Jane, I don't know. It is a lonely patch of woods back here. Anything could be in here, and I mean anything. Just haven't seen any sign of it today. So enjoy the drone footage, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video. Swaying around pretty good. Can you stable it up some more? Hold on. All right, so we're gonna try prone. This is called the prone when you're laying down. You're nice and stable now. All right, you let Squatch have it when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, she eventually got it dialed in there. I think she got the Squatch.
We do not condone shooting, killing, or eating a Sasquatch.
That's right. Photographs only, guys.